Jason talks about the asSyrs and the sun retrogrades 10 degrees. In the time when the 10 tribes disappear. So Jesus says in this BC, sun retrogrades 10 degrees. But it's put to old, they put like here. You see 10 tribes from the north. It said always, as I see, is taken by asSyrs. So too many 10. Even the difference they put with 10, you know. If you put on even Google books, so you can find. So here when 10 tribes taken. Put over here, the enter already say something from 32. So it was interesting. 32, 32 is according to Jason. Here started the things, you know. You see, this is the time when Nibiru is out of our system. For 60 years is in our system. Nibiru. So Nibiru took the Jews. So what I. Plus we have enough class, Marte crushes the Morse again, some Southern is again. Why? Even wrote it on the Jesus video somewhere. Cannot be that asSyrs deleted. Here. Sargon nem is in fact, on the other hand, yeah. Similar to Sarkany word in Hungarian, which means dragon. Plus he talks about from this year, so when the sun retrogrades 10 degrees, until then Alpha Draconis was the, I don't know what star, and after that became the today's that pole star, which is the brightest, I don't know. So change, this is what some Draconis, so dragon. Plus interesting Sarkany word has in Hungarian the Sar, which Jason talks about the Sumerian, which others say they those were years, those I don't know, 400, how many thousand years, but Jason says they are not days, not years, but days. Even the dragon named Sargon, who is also in that time, Sargon dies in 705, is put dead. Is killed by Cimmerians otherwise, who were those who lived at the Black Sea before Scythians, you know. So if they're fabricating two more people, so Cimmerians or Scythians, whatever. He's not Syrian. And even I put that somewhere that, what if, not here, where they? Yeah, that's here word. Maybe those are HusSars also, you know. They have Sargon ruler, Sargon dragon, Tsar HusSar. And in Hungary before the HusSars, because he said the HusSars in Hungary appeared in the time of Corvinus also when the Black Army, but as I see the Black Army is the same with, you know. With the HusSars also, same with Polish HusSars also. But before the DC Hungary, so the Corvinus esse, the Sigismund the king. Meanwhile, they are for 10 years, 20, I don't know, some other king, 21 years. Because Sigismund of Luxembourg dies in 37, Corvinus is king in 58, so 21. There are two other some kings between them, but they are not so important. So Sigismund was the ruler for more long, so from 1387 to 1437. But the dragon order inte, so exactly the HusSars are preceded in Hungary, but dragon order, Sigismund, founded in 1408, you know, or in the same century, if I got to say, you know. So, but the Hungarian dragon is Sarkany, again, like Sargon or HusSar, if you want, you know. Sara, there was Hungarian is mod, you know. So this, when I saw this number, he said, oh, he says for here was that, shit. Here was that event when the sun retrograde 10 degrees and whatnot. Is in it, this 885 Assyrian soldiers were vaporized by stones from the sky or some event or whatever. You know, remember in case of Catalan, but Attila versus Aetius, Romans, and you know, they also said I saw these dates. I just quickly, made calcul. I guess he says for this data, asSyrs died. But in after class interesting, we have the Moors against some Southerns, Arabs or asSyrs or what I. Hispania, enter. Another was Hungarian researcher who looked on the chronology because that German Heriberti said that 300 years missing. He said that in fact Charles Martyr who beat the Moors. Wat was Husz of Attila, Hans Husz. So I had that, the Catalan, we call it Mauritian, it's like the Moor name, Catalanum, like he says for this event, Jason, the moon fallen from the sky. So the Launum, like has the Luna, and cat, moon was cutted, or whatever, I don't know. So here we have Romans, similar to Moor. Here just some Southernness, but he should be the HusSars. Because like I said, the HusSars in fact are the 10th century Hungarians. But if the 10th century Hungarians are same with Husz, then Husz also HusSars. HusSars means also horse, because if you go to HusSars or first horsemen on Wikipedia, then they don't talk about Scythians. They talk about asSyrs, first cavalry. So asSyr, if I put up the asSyr HusSar name, same, because of course it's same, because the HusSar is horseman and similar to English word horse. Otherwise, so, and goes to interestingly to the date, which is battle is put to the 7, but it's not fixed. This I read in English book that the chronology for Hungarian Byzantine things in the 12th century is a mess, so it's not. Can put even probably 20 years. But here interesting is the battle, which is in fact the biggest defeat of lost battle of Hungarians versus Byzantines, who are also what called Romans. So again, or also what called in fact the Second Roman Empire or Eastern or whatever you call it. Romans here, Romans here, Roman Romans here, Moors here, and here just asSyrs. And if I say that, they're fabricating from one people to them, they put to fight in history books, asSyrs are the HusSars, but here the asSyrs are defeated, here the Husz is said, again the asSyrs, what I get it, Yeah, here I already put the asSyrs, there was, I guess, existed 11th century chronicle, I guess, Manasseh, so I guess it. Who instead of Scythians, because there was another sources also appears that some Scythians had battled with Egyptians. He not says Scythians, he says Husz instead, 11th century chronicle, I guess Manasseh, so I don't know. Versus some later beginning Egyptian ruler, I don't know. Interesting, if shadow moon, because moon says just that at this date, sun retrograde 10 degrees, the moon fallen from the sky or something. And if you think about the sun and moon, you can think about shadows, because moon has 28 shadows in a month, in fact, how to say, because of the sun and the angle of the earth, they say, whatever, The shadow of order, in Hungarian is Árnyék, if you want. But the Sarkany word also has the Árnyék, Rönöke letters, right? Or you can say Archons, so Jews against Archons. Archons, as in the Greek, is say the ruling gods. They are the chosen ones, they say, right? But Jew, Hungarian and Slavic is Židove. You look on the letters, is in fact like the shadow, you know. Oh, holy shit, man. And now came in my head again, you know, all these 10 things, right? So how many are? This is on retrograde 10 degrees is 1. 10 drops taken by asSyrs, 2. And even the difference between the Jason says this is fixed these days, so not just plus minus, you know. But the officials, as you can see, they put or here already started, or they put, you know, 22. The story. It's interesting, even here is 10 days, 10 years difference. But from Jason's, if you take like that, it's 10 years difference again. So the difference between 10 tribes taken and some 10 degrees retrograde is 10 years again. Why 10 years? This is the third 10, you know. And it came in my head, holy fuck, if I put it up already that the HusSars can be asSyrs or whatever connected to the real story, I don't know what can be, you know. So what the heck then, you know, because it came in my head, the HusSars, Hungarian didn't like this. But Husz in fucking Hungarian is 20. You know? So now, so which is double of 10. So even the Israel, if you want, has the several letters like, in Hungarian, asSyrs is 1000. 400 is 6000. If all the same letters, all the same duplicates, air letter, and for 10 is Tiz. But interesting. But for God, talk about God's chosen one, it is Isten. So in fact, in Hungarian, the word for God is the English 10 plus Tiz in Hungarian, which again, 10 plus 10. So God is 20, God is HusSars. But what the fuck is HusSars? What can the real story, you know? But that's why I started to record, because I already say these things, you know. Came in my head, holy fuck, well, if I put it up, HusSars are asSyrs, but they have the double name. But now if the HusSars are the asSyrs, that they took the 10 tribes, they were also 10, or just something was half-fed, or, you know, you can work your mind, I don't know which is the real story. Er was asSyrisch, Shiri Hungarian is Kreise, Ukrainian Slavic Romanian is King, Kirai Hungarian, but whatever you say. Or Shir also means grave. Similar to grave in English, Kra, that's right, like this craving. So when you cry, somebody died, you associate with raven, not with falcon or what, singing birds or something, you know. Oh yeah, Kraven, and the HusSars appeared in the time of Corvin, also the Raven King. And the HusSars and the Black Army also, so... what can be the real story? Because after this, when you see these things, you think about, no, what the heck is it, you know, it's about the horsemen, asSyrs, who I also said they have the first cavalry, horse, HusSars against asSyrs, it must be the same, you know, what the heck. It's about celestial phenomenon, some tribes taken, half-fed, what the fly heck is it? But whatever it is, you know, you can see the, even I saw, but I guess the Teutons, the Teuton word has like, you can say tonne, which is 1000 kilogram, right? But Teu like sounds like duo, do in Romanian means two. You know, if you Teu and upside down, you have already the 10 again. If you tonne, you not take as a 1000, but you say the letter is the base, so again 10. So Teutons equals 10 plus 10 equals 20, but 20 fucking Hungarian HusSars again. Even you can see the pictures when there are two on the horses. But of course, probably the English language also cannot use it, right? Teutons, two on the Oh, so I guess they were some. I saw some. Old depiction was so now this was is probably this is kind of old probably because that is like 500 years, let's say. No, two horses there, all right. Holy fucker. Where I saw me, the Templars were too. Where the heck I saw me? Templars were too probably, but why Teuton came out like two. So the Teutons are Templars again. Where the heck was Templars were probably there. Look, so Templars were too. But two Teuton has the two. More exactly has 20, but 20 then they are HusSars or what? But two upside down this you have like the interchange is like duo two. English not listed W in two, so two. You know, but this all the same fucking things made brought it for BC era, for after Christ, so. And meanwhile, only with the Northerners came down negative, all these negative things about when it comes about history. Every southerner has glorious history and stuff. Meanwhile, history is fake, you can see. And the other was interesting. Hungarian north is eSzak. You know. So why exactly the northern Israel? Dat is Sacae, eSzak i Ungarianen. Och det var eSzak och miss midnight. Knight. But the Scythians name was written like Sacae also. But the Zece Roman, we are back to 10. Everything is 10, you know. But in Italian, Dieci is 10. Similar to Dacian, right? So you can see the. But in Dacian, who I said Dacians today, Romania's language is 10 is Zece. Zece, but you can take like call letter, you know. So why exactly when even and at the north from asSyrs live at the Scythians? So who is who? You know, asSyrs are the Scyths and or the Scyths are the 10 tribes or what is it, you know? Something is connected to this, so it's not just like as you said, you can guess it, right? They all are on that. Oh, there was interesting, the German reads this like oje. Hungarian taje is milk. So on the Milky Way shit, you know. Scythians made the cheese made from mare's milk, the female horse milk. This is the BSS codify something, and not Scythians made the cheese from horse milk, you know. Yeah, cheese. Chase Hungarian use, so like is, ra, al means away, you know. But the Hungarian cheese said scheute, for chase also he said heute. So like the same ending words, you know. It's crazy. Plus they are the choosing once, right? It's crazy. So it's but alright, I just wanted to say, you know, I put it up the asSyrs are maybe the HusSars, and after they came in, by the way, they made the Husz means a double of 10. You know. R means vloeden, Husz is swims, Sargon is marine story, Husz is chase, Husz is dragse, I say that. HusSars appear after Dragon Order in Hungary. you know. Who's misdrops? But Shar, like I said, is models against what they're dragging out from model. Like Hungarians, he said, came out from Paulus Meudis. Where is the word now? Don't river in Azovsi. But why from, they came almost from model. It's crazy, man. And yeah, he said, I guess he said that the 10 tribes, holy fuck, no. Are taken to pay where the 10 tribes were taken. I guess it's, today I read the media, yeah. Even Mesopotamia, upper, so they up from upper Israel goes north there to upper Mesopotamia. It's duplicated. Media. But Shar is mod, so not med but mod. You know? The Hungarian story, man. Hungarians came from a Paulus milk. Let's see if I. But you don't know these things because they invented different fake theories like Husz came from Mongolia, Hungarians from Siberia, Ural and whatnot, you know. Outra Chronicles say even Western Hungarian. Look, he also mentions the Hungarian books. And this Paulus Meotis, which is direct Azov Sea, the Don River which flows in that, is always mentioned in ancient sources about Scythia. What the fuck they not say? Not because they write the history, probably they're not mentioned in English. Let's see modules. I'll put like this. Husz also said from this. Also, come on, man, no fucking English books. Yeah, because they wrote the history not a piece that they invented the Ural Mountain was Hyperborean fuck somewhere, so we are Hyperborean, but it is not good also because about Hyperborean they should quote positive things also, but they don't. So everything is. Come and look at. What the fuck, man? Not even in 19th century books they still not say that already Ugro, they invented the Ugrians or something. Here probably they mention, but cannot be read. It's not like this. What Japan books ain't there for me, man. Fucking no, only 6 books you cannot. I've got the rewrite the history, so. So I don't know. HusSars are asSyrs, so double of them. Somebody was half-head or double-head or what is it? Then there is a Sane. 10 years difference between start and let's say span of which in time which they were taken. North is eSzak in Hungary, but Sacae is a Scyths name. Zece, Zeke, let's say, then in Romania, Dieci, Dacian. There was a Daha tribe in Central Asia, which was said also is the Dacia, you know. Scythians those also. Even the cheese made of mare's milk, Scythians make like this, but Scots is not made cheese from mare's milk, it's made on illness, man. Not because the horse is clean animal, so you can make probably. But you know, cheese said, you know, moving so use Israel away. Cheese short, cheese hoit. Choose en vanza. Holy shit. This with Teutons. Alright.